Is your body a fat-burning machine? Today learn how to make it a fat-burning machine. The first thing is, of course, optimize fat. Caffeine. In short-term, caffeine can boost the metabolic rate and increase fat burning, but after a while, people become tolerant to the effects and it stops working. Herbs. Increase your fat-burning hormones. There's a great supplement called Lean Optimizer that has all natural herbs. It's almost 2 decades in, and it's scientifically proven, clinically proven. It's amazing. Cold shower may help boost fat loss. Some fat cells, such as brown fat, can generate heat by burning fat. They do this when the body is exposed to cold conditions, like in a shower, so perfect for showers. Now, nitric oxide is one of the best hormones that you can have for your body and longevity. Speeds up your metabolism. Boost your NO levels by doing burpees throughout the whole entire day.
I have a question for you. Do you know how old you are? Sure, we know how old we are in the sense of our chronological age. I know I'm going to be 43. But the bigger question is, do you know how old you are biologically? And that is the more important question. So many of us forget that. See, you could be 43, and biologically, you could have the body of a 53-year-old, or you could have the body of a 33-year-old. What would you rather have? Science has shown that two people can be the same chronological age, but their biological age can be vastly different.
We tried our life to radically transform our body. And many people think getting in shape, eating healthy, maintaining a proper weight is difficult. It is not. So what you're going to learn in this video is a mind-blowing idea from Ben Greenfield. When I learned this, I kid you not, it literally blew my mind. So have you ever had those days when you are invited to go for an elaborate dinner, or you are going to a restaurant with your family and you know the food is going to be incredibly delicious and you don't want to hold yourself back from truly savoring that food, but you feel guilty about the extra calories, about the potential increase in sugar? Now, what if there was a simple 30-second hack you could do, literally 30 seconds that you could do before starting your meal that would jack up your metabolic rate so that meal burns efficiently? That's what you're going to learn in this video from Ben Greenfield. When I learned this, it blew my mind.
There are two things that are the most important things to pay attention to if you want to live a long time and have the absence of disease and a high quality of health during that time. Number one is controlling what's called glycemic variability. Glycemic variability is how often your blood glucose goes up and down during the day. The other is to control your inflammation. Inflammation is something that builds up in the body when you eat a lot of vegetable oils, when you eat a lot of sugars, and even when you get exposed to high amounts of Wi-Fi, dirty electricity, poor air, unclean water, etc. The idea is if you can control glycemic variability and inflammation, you've taken care of the two lowest hanging fruits when it comes to your longevity. Now, this idea of the Tabata set that enhances your fitness in a very short period of time during a workday could be brought to the next level when we look at research on what it takes to actually control blood glucose prior to eating. Now, if you exercise before you eat, you'll actually enhance your body's ability to be able to maintain a normal blood glucose response after you eat. But do you know how long you would need to exercise, how long you need to do that explosive Tabata type exercise in order to enhance your blood glucose response? I was shocked when I saw this study. It's 30 seconds. 30. I mean, you can drop and do whatever, 20 burpees and do that prior to a meal, and you'll vastly improve your glucose response to the meal. Furthermore, this is another research study in Japan. If you walk for about 15 minutes after a meal, you also do a fantastic job at supporting your glycemic variability. So the idea is, for me, when I know I'm going to be eating a large meal or eating a lot of carbohydrates or having dinner or really having any meal at all, I'll just go out of my way to drop and do some push-ups. You know, I have a rule when I'm at a restaurant, I'll slip into the bathroom and do I call them air squats. My friend Jeff, when he first saw me do this, began to call them piss squats, because I'd say I was going to go to the bathroom to take a pee, and I'd come back kind of red-faced because I'd done my 40 squats. But the idea is you do something that just gets the heart rate up a little bit before you go eat a big meal. Then you go on a quick walk afterwards. It's a very, very good way to control glycemic variability, as are those Tabata sets.
Move as much as possible. Just standing up through the whole entire day, you can burn 300 more calories versus sitting while working. And you burn 30 times more calories standing versus sitting. Sitting is the new smoking. As you get older, your metabolism will slow down, which means you need to move as much as possible, even when you're older. Walking improves your working memory, 60% more creativity and imagination. Also, lift heavy things and sprinting in the beginning. Then when you have time, add in more aerobic stuff. Metabolic rate. It'll increase with more weights. You get to get healthy. Whatever food you eat, that's what your microbiome will adapt to, and it will make you want that food. I think the most important first step is to try to cut out sugar as best as one can. It's a little difficult at first because it's being added into things that you wouldn't even know everywhere. Number 5 is thermogenic foods. Means energy, and as long as your fat burning hormones are optimized being forced to work, meaning you're burning more than you eat. Recipes are one of the best ways to lose weight naturally. Many soup recipes that are low in calories, fats, don't cost a lot. It is designed in such a way that people who want to lose some extra pound can use it. Each of the soup recipes was carefully designed by a licensed dietitian with carefully selected natural fat-burning ingredients. They can help you speed up your metabolism and burn calories naturally, and they are also classed as thermogenic foods in the description. This has been how to train your body to not gain weight. Now, you must be a fat-burning machine. Now that you know these 5 things. Optimize fat is number 1. And number 2 is move more. Number 3, you get to eat healthy. Number 4, cut out the sugar. And number 5, thermogenic foods. Check our vids below, and remember, each one teach one.